everyone, and welcome back to Swasthyavani, a podcast brought to you by Indian Institute of Public Health, Gandhinagar. I'm Dr. Rashmi Kataria, your host for the day, and I'm currently pursuing Masters in Hospital Administration. Today we have Dr. Renu Yadav with us, who's currently pursuing Masters in Public Health. Hello, Renu. Welcome to our podcast.
Hi, happy to be here.
So, Renu, how are you?
I'm fine. It's been a good day.
So, Renu, tell us about yourself.
So I'm from Haryana, and being a defense kid, I've traveled all across South India pursuing my schooling. So to make a change in that, I pursued my undergraduate, that is BDS from Uttarakhand, and now I've come to Gujarat to pursue my master's degree.
Since you are from Haryana, how does it feel to migrate to a completely different state and meeting people from various cultures?
So meeting people from various cultures is something I'm used to, but then coming to Gujarat was a whole together different experience. Especially the kadhi that we consume here was a huge cultural shock to me. So I'm still adjusting to that. Besides that, Navratri were great, still waiting for that. And the people here are really hospitable. All the stereotypes that are there of the huge amount of nashtas these people carry while traveling are true. I'd attest to that.
Well, as a Gujarati, I would like to agree that we Gujus are really a kind of foodie. Moving on, so tell me about your journey. Why did you choose public health as your career?
So while pursuing BDS, when from third year you start operating on patients, I've had people come to me and say कि थोड़ा सा दर्द हो रहा है, so just basically इस दांत को निकाल दो. It's like this is the origin of the pain, as if, which it is. But I always felt like if these people would have come earlier, or these people would have come or suggested otherwise कि ये वाला दांत नहीं निकालना है, या फिर ये this is more important, you should get it treated first, all of these concerns build up, and I always felt ki even if in dentistry you do something, the treated tooth does not cannot compete with the original or the natural teeth. So I felt like prevention is always better. That was the starting point that led me to pursue public health, and of course after coming here it's been a whole different ball game, and it's fun.
Being a dentist, I can completely understand to what you said. So, do you think you had any prerequisite knowledge to pursue this as a career option, or are you just exploring public health?
So I've always had wonderful seniors while pursuing BDS, and we had two or three seniors who were pursuing public health at that time. And I always knew that going the dentistry way was not for me. Even while everyone around me was preparing for MDS, I was still confused going in and out of internships or postings like that. So I consulted my seniors, especially Dr. Aditya Shivam Joshi, who pursued his uh, public health and is currently working Dehradun. So he was this big factor or a mentor kind of for me who actually solved my uncalled queries, and his explanation sort of guided me, gave me 100% uh, gave me 100% follow through of why I should do it, and he actually cleared all my doubts. So yeah, basically I'll tell you, his conversation was the last conversation, that was last confirmation that I needed to pursue public health.
So, what was the role of your family in making this decision? Since you said you were kind of confused and you had to talk to your senior, what was your family's take on this decision?
So I think all of us would relate that it's till this date, I find it really difficult to explain to my parents and my family, even my brother, why I insisted on pursuing, why I selected, why I selected MPH. And I feel like with time, when I'm happy in my own field and they would see me excel. I'm hoping that they'll understand that day. But till now, I would say ki the all the support, all the guidance that I've had till far is all of my teachers, my seniors, looking around what I wanted to do. So basically, I would like very respectfully keep my family out of the support part for now.
Okay. So, do you have a piece of advice for young public health aspirants who want to pursue public health as a career?
Um, I don't know if you can actually. actually advise people when you yourself are a young public health professional, or I would like to believe so. But then one thing that I would like to advise people is so there's this thing when you do work and you have direct rewards or direct passage of uh, passage of money coming in. I feel like public health is something that you have to have a social factor in it if you want to pursue it. There has to be a satisfaction that comes from doing a work that is bigger than yourself. So if you have you this is I feel like this is my personal opinion, but I feel like you have to have a social factor. You have to have a certain sacrificial element in the work that you do, so that even if you don't get the reward or you don't get to see the change, there has to be a bigger change that precedes you. I feel like that is the kind of understanding, or that is the kind of mindset that you need to have, maybe when you want to pursue public health. This is what I think.
That's a wonderful piece of advice for our listeners. So, enough of talking about your career. Here comes my favorite question. How's life at IIPHG?
So I feel like pursuing a UG in a professional course, coming to IIPG was a respite, was a relief. In many ways, I've started participating in a whole lot of cultural activities. There are a ton of festivals that are celebrated. That is just beyond my belief. The kind of zest, the kind of with zest, the SWC organizes all these festivals, and if it actually feels like you are among your family while celebrating it.
Mhm.
And obviously all the cultural activities, all the overall development that we have here, I love it. It feels like the school version of me was kind of rejuvenated when it came here. So when you say when I talk about these things, yeah, IPH is great. And when I talk about studies, I feel like I was very sure I wanted to pursue public health, but the whole of first semester, the kind of stuff that we were taught, the kind of introduction to public health module that we had, I always sat in class and had this realization, this satisfaction on me. Yeah, I'm in the right place. So
That's
IPHG was that for me.
that's really wonderful. So, how do you see yourself in coming years? I mean, as a public health professional, I'm sure you'll do well. But what's your vision? Like, what's your aim?
So, in the coming years, I would like to picture myself in a cargo, in a rugged t-shirt,
Wow.
working in a field
That's
somewhere,
wonderful.
working in climate health, I hope, and being happy, actually, being content in life.
Lastly, do you have a message for our listeners who are listening to this podcast?
So, all the people who are taking their time and listening to us, please know that we were both very serious and nervous in the starting. And Rashmi is trying her best to make me comfortable. But all of these people who are listening to us, we would like to say that, first of all, this is a wonderful opportunity for people to express why they are doing what they are doing right now, even as students, even if it doesn't matter
I
on
totally agree with this.
a large scale what we are doing right now. But then I feel like for all the people that are listening, um, so for someone were to ask me, how do you mediate through life, or what do you want to do on a larger scale, I would suggest people to ask questions. Always ask questions. Questions such as आप ये कर रहे हैं तो क्यों कर रहे हैं? अगर वो नहीं कर रहे हैं तो क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? I've had whole of my internship me going around asking my MDS seniors these questions. Even if when I knew I didn't want to pursue MDS, I always used to ask them कि अच्छा आपने ये वाली फील्ड नहीं ली तो क्यों नहीं ली? अच्छा आगे जाके इसमें क्या होगा? I was always the most inquisitive and curious person in the room. So to all the people listening to me, I hope it was bearable. But then yeah, this is what I would tell them, to always constantly ask questions, to know about what people are doing and to know what about you would wanted to do if you were in those shoes. So yeah,
Well, I don't really think you were nervous at the beginning, but you wonderfully answered my all my questions. And really, thank you for being here.
hey, welcome. Man.
So let's catch up later.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You sure you're taking me to a birthday treat, right? After
Yes,
I think
yes,
we are
sure.
friends right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, sure.